Hello and welcome. I would like to welcome you to this special experience, an experience that will help you to relax completely. You are about to take a journey into the depths of relaxation, a relaxation such as you have never felt before. As you listen to the music, allow the music to relax you even more. Allow yourself to lie down. Take a moment to settle in and become as comfortable and relaxed as possible. When you are ready, let your eyes slowly close. Let your attention slowly wander toward your feet. Allow your feet to fill with a warm, gentle, glowing light. As the light brings warmth and relaxation, release all of the tension in your feet. Let them rest where they naturally want to. Now feel the gentle glow move into your ankles. Allow your ankles to become relaxed. Let go of all tension. Now let the glow move upwards into your shins and calves. Feel the warmth fill your muscles. Allow them to become warm and relaxed. Notice where your calves press against the ground. Just let them go. As the glow passes through your knees, release all tension. Feel the warmth rise into your thigh muscles. Allow your thigh muscles to loosen. Release all tension. Feel your legs sink into the surface beneath you. Let them go. Now let the golden light move towards your hips. Allow your hips to relax. Let the muscles in your groin and buttocks relax. Feel your body sink into the floor. Now the light rises slowly into your stomach muscles and releases all tension there. The glowing light slowly drifts upwards into your spine, touching each of your vertebrae. Notice the space between the small of your back and the floor. Feel the space. Feel the light now rise into your chest. Slowly inhale and allow your lungs to fill with the warm, glowing light. Now let the light drift into your shoulders and shoulder blades. Let your shoulder blades relax and ease their way into the floor. Now feel the light move from your shoulders into your upper arms. Feel them loosen with the light. Let them go. Slowly let the glow pass through your elbows and into your forearms. Relax them completely. Let them go. Feel the warmth pass through each wrist and into the palm of each hand. Let the glowing light fill each finger. Now let your attention slowly drift back up your arms and into your neck muscles. Let your throat fill with a gentle warmth. Let the warmth expand and fill your jaw with a soft, relaxing glow. Let your jaw loosen and relax. Now feel the glow rise into your face and forehead. Let your sinuses relax. Let your ears relax. Let your eyes relax. And finally, the top of your head. Now that you're completely relaxed, I invite you to join me on a journey. It's the 31st of December in the year 2007. You are standing in the oceanic used car lots of Z. Frank Chevrolet on the 6000 block of Chicago's Western Avenue, 1 year to the day before its doors shuttered forever. There are hundreds, maybe thousands of used cars surrounding you. So many cars that it's almost difficult to notice Western Avenue, even though it is less than 50 yards from you. You pause for a second to look at the seemingly infinite used car lot that surrounds you. There is a crisp breeze outside. Your cheeks are red and cool in a pleasant way that reminds you of what it feels like to be alive. You bundled up before you left your house, and your toes feel warm in your wool socks and boots, your body warm in your coat. Your hands are in your pockets. You feel the smooth silk lining of your winter coat. Your hands grasp a jumble of old receipts and a couple of paper clips. The receipts are soft with age. They feel as if they've been in your pockets for years. They have been in your pockets for years. You imagine all of the past, the days, nights, and seasons that your receipts have been through. It is just before dusk, and there are a few wispy clouds in the sky. You pause for a second to notice their motion. You notice how still they are, how they seem completely fixed in the sky. It seems that this moment could last forever. Your vision slowly shifts across the street. The street is lined with golden bungalows, protected by green, tar-papered roofs. The sun's final rays grace the tops of single-story yellow brick garages. Your eyes catch a dull reflection from the sun in a darkened window. The window is a uniform, milky cataract. A few muted rays touch the tops of bare branches in chain-linked yards. Your gaze shifts back towards the car lot and up above you towards C. Frank Chevrolet's towering 50-foot golden steel chevron sign. Once a rectilinear emblem of the future, its edges have softened with age, its golden hue mellowed with the exhaust of salt trucks idling out front, frozen in traffic. Mounted near the top of the sign, in red are the words Z. Frank. You notice the peak of the chevron. Surrounded in a small neon bubble is the number 6060. As you pause to take in the strange monolith, the sun drops low enough in the sky that one by one, the orange sodium streetlights that line Western Avenue begin to flicker on. Filled with a desire to join the others, the 50-foot chevron begins to hum, to emanate a warm glow. You become pleasantly aware of the sentience of the chevron and its benevolent spirit. The neon grows brighter and warmer as the electricity courses through the gigantic structure. The warmth passes between the monolith and your body. You feel the gentle light on your forehead, and somehow it also penetrates your coat. You feel taken care of by the sign, by the universe. You allow your head to feel heavy and let your glance drop slowly to your feet. You are standing next to a putty gray 1989 Buick Skylark. You crouch slightly and reach out to place your fingers on the Buick's tire tread. You run your fingers along the cool, worn rubber. The tread is smooth, but still has enough grip that you feel the tire's grooves catch slightly on your fingertips. In the tire's shadow, you notice a 1992 Upper Deck Frank Thomas MVP hologram card. You crouch down further and feel your knees crack slightly beneath corduroy pants. The hologram flutters gently. Its motion indicates the vector and intensity of the evening chill. You pause to watch the card rise and fall on the asphalt. Once again, you feel the crisp air on your cheeks. The air is nearly still, but possesses just enough motion to chill your exposed skin. Your body calls you to reach out and pick up the 1992 Upper Deck Frank Thomas MVP hologram card. Slowly, you lift the card off the asphalt and raise the card to chest height and look into the hologram. The three-dimensional blue-green image of the hologram fills your vision. You notice the blue-green field of the baseball diamond and the stadium in the background. You see a baseball player, Frank Thomas, the lifeblood of the 1992 Chicago White Sox, catching a baseball. You are struck by how three-dimensional the image is. Frank Thomas appears frozen mid-action. His glove is extended just above his head and reaches towards you. You notice the leather stitching on the mitt and the industrial stitching of the Wilson logo. His left leg stretches forward, paused mid-motion. He seems to hover just above the baseball diamond. You slowly shift the hologram to the right. The original image fades as a new one comes into focus. Frank Thomas stretches his left foot to tag a base. His left leg appears fully extended as his cleat reaches forward. His leg stands out in three-dimensional contrast to the flat background. You notice the pinstripes on his uniform. A cloud of dust emerges in his wake. You notice individual particles of dust, frozen in time. You slowly shift the card back to the left, and the image crossfades with a new one. Your eyes focus further into the field of the hologram. Your vision moves past the field to the audience in the stadium. Individual fans come into strange focus. Your gaze passes across their mute expressions of pleasure. The stadium is powerfully mute. Everyone is frozen in perfect holographic stasis. Your eyes drift to one man in particular. His mouth is held wide open in an ecstatic frozen shout. You notice individual hairs of his mustache and the creases near his eyes. He holds high a Miller High Life and a beer cozy. Finely rendered in full holographic detail, you notice the contours of the aluminum can, the seams of the can, and the tab at a 45-degree angle relative to the can. After shifting the card again, a new image slowly emerges. Frank Thomas as a young boy in the yard of his home in Columbus, Georgia. He sits on a homemade swing suspended from the branch of a dogwood tree. His yard has been freshly mown. Now a new image slowly emerges. You see the mustached man with the Miller High Life driving east on the I-55 highway in a red Ford Mustang. His hands are raised above the steering wheel. He impresses his children in back by driving with no hands. The children are frozen in laughter. A new holographic image slowly surfaces. It's the prairies of Armour Square, the land where the baseball diamond lives, before the European invasion. Each blade of prairie grass emerges distinct from the others. A butterfly hovers mid-flight. The butterfly casts a slight shadow on an otherwise light-filled mound of grass. Now you slowly lower the hologram card and return your gaze to the thousands of used cars that surround you. You notice that holographic space has become the world around you. The car lot, rendered in vivid blue-green holographic detail, reveals an ocean of historic geometries. Your gaze drifts back to the 1989 Buick Skylark. You slowly follow the contours of the crude, prismatic, puttied angles. To your left, you notice the gentle hyperboloid waves of a 2007 model Chevrolet. To your right, a mid-1980s Volvo station wagon comes into focus. Every line appears as if generated from a green and black computer screen. Its Euclidean aspect delineates a perfect geometrical world, a world unlike our own. The right angles of the Volvo cause you to reflect on your own geometry. Your attention returns to the Z Frank sign, no longer appearing as a neon sign, but an emanation of holographic light from a shadowy world. You become perfectly aware, in geometrical terms, of the relationship of your body to the sign. You feel your height in proportion to the sign. You feel the distance from the base of the sign and the top of the sign. Your body enters your field of vision, appearing on an idealized holographic grid. Together with the sign, you form a triangle. Slowly, new geometrical relations appear. You become aware of the pull of distant stars and the lines that connect you with them. Euclidean space melts into new expanded geometries. The light from the distant stars form waves around you in 10 dimensions. Light and shadows play vividly across your body. You look down at your arm, bathed in the dappled dimensional light. Now you look down at your winter coat and your boots. You have never been so illuminated and at peace. Slowly, dimensions begin to contract one by one. Now you find yourself on a two-dimensional plane, feeling the infinite expanse in two directions, but pressed like a pane of glass. Finally, you reduce to a single point, a gravitational singularity. Time and space cease to exist. You feel intensely an embodied understanding of the warped space of the black hole. Somehow, you manage to reach into your pocket and hold your old receipts. The receipt expresses itself to you in terms of geometry rather than in terms of time. Your vision returns to the holographic blue-green used car lot. Your eye returns to a new Chevrolet and its smooth, reflective surfaces. The surfaces are so smooth and still that they appear to be a contained liquid, like milk in a glass. The car's hood begins to ripple like a pond. The rippling hood fills your vision. Now all that exists is molten surface. You understand this to be the original source of all steel in the universe. It begins to bubble, and you feel the heat of the material. Slowly, something rises from the liquid. A liquid car emerges and floats out of the molten steel. More cars rise from the liquid. They begin to appear faster and faster, until all of the molten material disappears and you are surrounded by an infinite amount of liquid cars in every direction. The cars begin to circle around you, slowly at first, but soon begin to accelerate. Time accelerates. Each of the cars glows brighter and grows hotter, quietly exploding in a burst of light, or condensing to a small, dense, hardened ball of iron. Eventually, the last of the glowing cars goes dark. In every direction, there is nothing. In the vacuum, you begin to float downwards. A pale blue dot enters your vision. The dot grows larger. You can tell that it is the planet Earth. You watch it rotate as it grows in your vision. You smile at the familiar swirl of white vapor that surrounds the planet. You pass slowly through the edges of the Earth's atmosphere. You make out the outline of Lake Michigan. Finally, you see the familiar gray of Chicago's grid. You continue to approach pleasantly, comfortably. You land in a used car lot with an enormous neon sign. It's a brisk December evening near twilight. A 1989 putty gray Buick Skylark sits in front of you. You grab the chrome door handle, open the door, and sit down on the maroon cloth seats with red vinyl piping. You start the car and pause for a second to listen to the motor. You shift the car into gear and turn left onto Western Avenue and head home. That concludes our journey. Thank you for going on this very special, relaxing trip with me. I hope that you enjoyed it. You may now slowly return to full consciousness and continue on with the rest of your day.